listen to whispers so true. Soft as the breeze through the window spray, your touch like a melody that speaks my name. In this jazz reverie, we are forever free, playing our duet in perfect harmony. The night lingers on, the hours slip away, our love the refrain and the sweet ballet. Piano keys echo secrets we create, with every note we write, defining fate.
I bought clogs and they just arrived today. I'm gonna wear this for a weekend that I'm going to spend with a friend. We're going to National Museum, and wow, the damage of this box. I'm just a bit disappointed because the ones I saw on TikTok, they were like in good shape. As long as the shoes are good, I don't really have anything against it. This is like a drawstring bag for the shoes. Service card? Yeah, service card. I ordered like the brown color, although I really want the apricot color because I think it will suit a lot of outfits, even if they're not casual. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. That's her way of saying hi. These are like the shoes themselves. Ooh, ooh. They're deformed as expected because of the box. Wait, I do expect them to be a bit ugly because that's like the part of their charm. But they look so comfy. They look like something that your tita would wear, or like your lola would wear, right? They look a bit ugly, but they're like so cute in a way too. So I don't know how to feel about them. What matters is the comfortability anyway. So I knew it. I had to size up because this is just like the perfect fit for me with the socks. If I did not order 39, I would have been raging because this is like the perfect size for it with the socks. Like my feet is like exactly just like covered. So maybe I should have gone with 40, but I'm usually like a 38. So this is what they look like. They really do kind of look ugly, but I feel like they would look good when you style them with an outfit. It's just me, or does it look like I'm wearing 2 loaves of bread right now? Like it looks like I'm wearing a bread. I have 2 new books this week. I have been meaning to read both for like the longest time. I have my current read, which is My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Ottessa moshfegh. I'm not really sure how you pronounce that name. And then I have John Green's Looking for Alaska, which I haven't taken out of its plastic yet. I'm on page 84, 2 chapters in of this story, and it's too early on to conclude or to like see what I think of this book in a subjective level. But essentially we have a narrator, which is unnamed. I don't know if she ever drops her name later on in the story, but she's unnamed, and she calls it like a hibernation project, which is essentially just sleeping all day for like most of the year. Before this hibernation project, which is her like year of rest and relaxation, she had a job which she also slept during her lunch break for like an hour in the supply closet of the art gallery that she was working for. And then she got caught doing that for so long that they fired her. So after firing her and losing her job, she just went to this hibernation project, as I mentioned, that she was always sleeping and using sleep as like an escapism. Oh my, she's using sleep as like an escapism to like escape reality. I feel like she gets overwhelmed and she thinks that sleep could like be a remedy for like the reality that she's currently living in, which is not she I need to take a moment, please. I'm like up since 5 a.m. I have no brain power, brain cells, brain energy at this point. She uses sleep as an escape to reality. I feel like she's just surrounded by a lot of shitty people, especially her therapist, which is so incompetent. This therapist, I refuse to believe she's real. This therapist is more like a pharmacist to me. Is that right? Pharmacist? She likes selling drugs, and it's suspicious that she's not suspicious with our narrator, because the girl, our narrator, I hate that she doesn't have a name too. Like, I can't refer to her as some. Our narrator always tells her therapist that she can't sleep, and this goes on for like months, and essentially that's not real. She's only saying that so she could get stronger saying that to get stronger medications. That's what I'm trying to say. So our narrator is lying to this therapist to get stronger medications, okay, so that she could sleep longer. That I feel like she has a lot of baggage to unpack with her childhood, with her mother being like a selfish woman. She's genuinely one of those women that I think does not deserve to be a mother, or should not be a mother, because she's just too selfish for that kind of lifestyle. And she has like a nonchalant father that does not really intervene or just like tolerates the mother. So I feel like she has a lot to unpack from that kind of childhood that she had, and just having her parents be dead and be orphaned by sophomore in college. I think she's going through a lot, and she's surrounded by shitty people, as I've said. Her only friend mentioned so far is very vain, she's very conformed to beauty standards, concerned with how she weighs, how she looks. She's very vain, and I feel like the character, or our narrator, feels like her friend has a secret animosity against her because she's naturally pretty, she's blonde, she's rich, and she's like everything her friend wants her to be. So I feel like she's jealous in that kind of way. But I could see why people would get annoyed with the narrator of this book, because she could come off as like a privileged white rich girl who has everything she wants to have in life, but she won't do anything to make her life better. I feel like her struggles could come off as self-inflicted sometimes, but I have a tolerance for characters and the way they act. I feel like unlikable characters, I seek them out on books because I just like reading their narrative. It's so rich sometimes, it's so complex. You would think why they would act a certain way, and then you would try to like justify why, or maybe not justify, but just understand why they act that certain way. And I feel like it's such an enjoyable experience reading such unlikable characters instead of those who are very conventional when it comes to their attitude in life. I just finished my rest and relaxation. My year of rest and relaxation by Ottessa Moshfegh. I haven't researched how to pronounce her surname. I'm so sorry. I rated it 3.5 stars. I haven't logged it on Goodreads yet because I'm lazy. I just finished it today, and I liked it. I do, however, think I get why a lot of people wouldn't like it. I feel like we have an unlikable character with this book, that she could come off as this. She is a privileged, pretty young white woman living in New York City with so much privileges and so much inheritance money. I understand why people would easily think of her struggles as very minimal, very I would say like it would be easier for people to diminish her struggles as someone who could come off and is a privileged girl and has a lot of blessings in life, but still choose this self-destructing path of self-destruction. I get why a lot of people did not like it, did not like the character. But in this case, if we're just taking her case and not generalizing the privilege or the rich people, just taking her case, I feel like her story is worth telling, if you get what I mean. I feel like her struggles are still valid struggles, but she's just a struggled woman with such privilege. So I think it's like, I'm just going on circles, but I think like it's very easy to diminish her struggles as, let's say, trivial, because she could easily just solve them. I could see why people would think she could easily solve these problems that she has, but at the same time, I still understand her, and it's still so valid for her story to be written and to be read, because I feel like she has a story to tell. I feel like she is acting a certain way because of the way she was brought up. Her upbringing, first and foremost, it was not good. She had a shitty childhood, and that affected the way she had with relationship with her friend, with her partner, with her perspective in life, the way she's so easygoing in life, and if you, it explains a lot. It explains a lot. Her upbringing explains a lot of the reason why she's acting a certain way. And I feel like I have a tolerance with such unlikable characters in books. Like I could understand why they would act a certain way, because I get to have a background of what they've been through, you know, all their life, that I could put a reasoning or like set aside my emotional judgment and just think why they would act a certain way. I think that's why I leaned towards liking this book. I feel like her character progression throughout the novel is really substantial and should be talked about, because she really pulled herself through the depths of hell, okay? I feel like she made some improvements and just somehow learned how to navigate how she wants to move forward. And I really appreciated that kind of development in her, because one thing I hate about book characters or fictional characters is helpless people who are not willing to help themselves. But there's validity in a lot of people not liking this book. I feel like I could understand why they would not like it, but personally I liked it. Ottessa, with the way Ottessa writes, I feel like I could pick up another book from her, because I did not have issues with her writing or whatsoever. I just love boring books, and I feel like people should not force themselves to read boring books if they don't like boring books. But there are people who like boring books, and that's just me. I like it. I like boring books. I like when nothing happens, but there's a lot of inner monologue. I liked it, and I feel like even if her struggles were a bit out of touch to some people, I feel like her story is still worth telling, and that, yeah, that's it.